Yes, this is something new. Hey everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 favorite performances of 2018. Yes, this is one of my last few videos for the end of the year and stuff. My last video will be the most anticipated films for 2019, but yes, I haven't done this before. I actually had a recommendation to do this, and I thought about it, and I'm like, maybe not, but yeah, I think I should. This is an interesting one. I thought I'd talk about the best performances of 2018 in movies. In my opinion, obviously. These are just like my favorite performances. These are the performances that I thought were like really mind-blowing. Some of them are, pretty much all of them are worthy of an Oscar nomination and stuff, and there's a lot of like ties and like, you know, actors who did like 2 roles this year that were really great and stuff, so you'll see like a bunch of ties and stuff on this list. But again, this is all, again, subjective, not objective. You all know the shtick and stuff, so yeah, let's get to it. Here's my top 10 favorite performances in movies for 2018. And as always, for our top 10 list, you gotta have your honorable mentions. Oh my god, this paper is so small. Let's see if I can read it. Nicole Kidman for Destroyer. Haley Steinfeld for Bumblebee. Blake Lively for A Simple Favor. John Cho for Searching. Toni Collette for Hereditary. Viola Davis for Widows. And John David Washington for Black Klansman. All great performances. Just gonna be the top 10 list, but what didn't make my top 10 was my number 10. My number 10 is Olivia Colman for The Favorite. Yes, I'm actually complimenting a Yorgos Lanthimos movie. I don't understand why people thought I hated this movie. I didn't. I actually quite enjoyed it. I hated his other movies. That's probably why I got the thumbs downs, because I fucking hated Killing of a Sacred Deer and The Lobster. I think those are freaking overrated, pretentious films. I still think he's a very pretentious filmmaker. The Favorite is definitely not a movie that's my favorite of the year. I gave it like a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's good. I think it's a well-acted, well-executed film that's beautiful to look at. I still don't like Yorgos Lanthimos as a filmmaker, but he did a pretty good job with this movie, and Olivia Colman is the best performance. She is so good in this movie. She's the character that I sympathize with the most with, even though she does a lot of heinous things, but she genuinely gives a top-notch performance. She is a force to be reckoned with in this film, and I did like Rachel Weisz, and Emma Stone was pretty good, but Olivia Colman is the standout, and she is the best performance in this movie, and she is one of the best performances of the year. She's kick-ass. Again, still don't like Yorgos Lanthimos, and people have to deal with that, but this movie was pretty decent, and she was amazing in it. Coming in number 9 is Christian Bale for Vice. Yes, as Dick Cheney. He, again, just transports himself. He transforms himself into his roles. Whether it's like the machinist or the fighter, or even Batman. I'm Batman. I'm not wearing hockey pads. But Dick Cheney, like, this is a phenomenal performance. Like, he's got the fat suit and the voice and the face. Just, I felt like I was watching Dick Cheney. I didn't feel like I was watching Christian Bale. That's how great of a performance this is. And I love Christian Bale, and I really hope he gets nominated. He might even very well win, because it's that good of a performance. Coming in number 8 is Viggo Mortensen for Green Book. Yes, Mahershala Ali, did I put him as an honorable mention? I should. Honorable mention for Mahershala Ali, because he's great too. But Viggo Mortensen, why don't you go take a shit, man? Like, it's so good. I fucking love Viggo Mortensen. I love his performance in this movie. I just love him in general. I think he's just super underrated. Anytime he gets nominated, he never wins, with his like Captain Fantastic or Eastern Promises. Like, amazing acting. In History of Violence and A Dangerous Method. He's just such a great actor, very versatile actor. I love him in this movie as this, like, driver and stuff. He's a maitre d', then becomes this driver. He's, like, this tough guy who doesn't take shit. He's mildly racist, but then when he becomes friends with, him, he learns so much about him and his people and music and stuff, and just blossoms this beautiful friendship. And it's all thanks to these great performances. Mahershala Ali's great, but Viggo Mortensen is the standout. He is just so good, so likable. He's just this bumbling moron that has a heart of gold, and just, I love his performance, and yes, I hope he gets nominated. Coming in number 7 is Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. Yes, despite what a lot of people were very mixed about this movie, I'm glad it did a killing in the box office, and I'm glad it has a huge fan base. Bohemian Rhapsody was a fun time. I thought this was a really fun and really good movie. It has a lot of problems, but I still really enjoy it. I still think it's a very good film, and Rami Malek is absolutely sensational, and again, also deserves some Oscar love. He becomes Freddie Mercury. He may not sing the songs, but he is Freddie Mercury. His entire persona and personality in this movie is Freddie Mercury. He, like, brought Freddie Mercury back to life. His performance is that good. And the way he does the Live Aid concert at the ending, he almost did every movement exactly like Freddie Mercury. Rami Malek is a truly talented actor, and he shows his chops very well in Bohemian Rhapsody. Coming number 6 is Glenn Close for The Wife. This is a very good performance. Like, this movie has its problems. It has some of its melodramatic scenes and stuff, and scenes that don't work, but Jonathan Pryce makes this movie amazing, and Glenn Close gives such a riveting performance. Like, I love Glenn Close. I think she's a very good actress, whether it's like Fatal Attraction, Albert Nobbs and stuff, and what's that other one she did? Dangerous Liaisons, and even 101 Dalmatians as Cruella de Vil. I think Glenn Close is a very good actress. Even her as Nova Prime in Guardians of the Galaxy. But she is super good. Very, very interesting, very three-dimensional character that's super compelling, riveting to watch, and she's the biggest reason to watch this movie. Seriously, watch this movie alone for Glenn Close's performance. It's absolutely fantastic. Coming in number 5 is Michael B. Jordan for Black Panther. Yes, him as our Eric Killmonger is just an amazing performance. Like, I instantly, when he came on screen, I was rooting for this villain. Probably one of the best villains of the year, one of my favorite villains of the MCU. Eric Killmonger is such a great villain with a very interesting dynamics with the main character and stuff, because the main character, T'Challa, his father T'Chaka basically killed his father, which is their brothers, and that makes them cousins and stuff. That really creates interesting dynamics, to say the least. And you kind of are on board for Eric Killmonger, but then he wants genocide, then you're not on board with him. But he's an interesting character. He's a character you love to root for, and it all comes through on Michael B. Jordan's amazing, sensational performance. And yeah, I love him in this movie. Coming in number 4 is a performance from a movie that no one has watched yet, and people should, because it's amazing. That's Laura Dern for The Tale. The Tale is such a great film, basically about this filmmaker and stuff, and her life and stuff before she became a filmmaker, and her first sexual experience in it was not pleasant, to say the least. And Laura Dern plays this character, and Laura Dern is just so good. She's just so good in this movie, and my heart bleeds for her character because it comes through on this amazing performance. And yeah, just check this movie out. I don't want to spoil anything, but just check it out and just see the amazing performance Laura Dern gives. It's so good. Coming in number 3 is a tie between 2 amazing performances and a really great film. That's Ben Foster and Thomasin McKenzie for Leave No Trace. Both these performances are so good, and it's just them, basically them, living out in the forest, exploring and stuff, living in the wilderness. They don't want to blend in with society. Well, mostly him. He's just basically forcing his daughter to do this and stuff, and because he went through the war and has a lot of, like, shell shock and a lot of trauma from it, and basically he doesn't want to live in natural society. He wants to live in the woods, in the wilderness, with his daughter, played by Thomasin McKenzie, and it's an interesting story. It's a story that you go back and forth with, because you're like, do I agree with Ben Foster? I don't agree with him. I do agree with him in some parts, but I really don't agree with him because he's endangering his daughter and stuff. It's fantastic. And it all comes through on amazing direction and phenomenal performances by both Ben Foster and Thomasin McKenzie, both of which probably can get Oscar nominations for these performances. It's absolutely good, absolutely fantastic. It's one of my favorite films of the year and one of the best performances I've seen. Coming in number 2 is Emily Blunt. Yes, Emily Blunt for both A Quiet Place and Mary Poppins Returns. I loved her in both these movies. She is so good. I hope she gets an Oscar. I think she's like the actress of the year because she does it so well, these performances. I hope she gets nominated for at least one of them. Quiet Place, she's amazing. It's one of my favorite films of the year. John Krasinski did an amazing job directing this movie. John Krasinski himself is so good. But Emily Blunt as this mother and has to take care of her kids and stuff. She has to give birth while being silent. It is just so good and stuff. And the way A Quiet Place, they have to showcase acting without actually saying words is absolutely genius and fantastic. It just really shows you the chops of an actor. And she really shows her chops in this film. She's fucking amazing. And, Mary Poppins Returns. Mary Poppins Returns is a great performance because she doesn't flat out just copy Julie Andrews. She becomes her own Mary Poppins. Like, you can still be Mary Poppins but without just imitating Julia Andrews. You can be your own Mary Poppins but still be Mary Poppins. And that's exactly what she does. She is so good. She's very stern but very kind, very lighthearted. She has this beautiful voice and stuff. She's a little full of herself because she always says, practically perfect in every way, but that's just Mary Poppins. That's a Mary Poppins for you. And honestly, she is a knockout, so I understand her cockiness, but still, it is amazing. Mary Poppins Returns was also one of my favorite films of the year, and I just loved Emily Blunt in both these performances and both these roles, and I think they're one of the best performances she's ever given, and yeah, 2018 was her year. And my number one favorite performances of 2018 is Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga for Star is Born. Yes, go figure, right? Yeah, go figure. Of course, this guy goes pick it. The guy who fucking loves this movie that much. Yes, again, it's a subjective list, people. Come on. But still, Star is Born, amazing. I loved this movie. Favorite film of the year, hands down. Can't wait for that Blu-ray to come out. But Bradley Cooper was amazing. I loved his performance so good. Like, a lot of people say Lady Gaga is the best, but I think Bradley Cooper is probably one of the show stealers. The way he does his voice and stuff. Some people didn't even know it was Bradley Cooper at first because he's got the facial hair. He just talks so different. He talks like a complete country star, and he has to battle a lot of demons in this film. Just like the stuff he goes through in this movie. I can't spoil anything, but it's just heart-wrenching to watch. And Bradley Cooper's amazing, and he's a good singer. Like, who would have thought he would be this good of a singer? Lady Gaga is also just, it's a shock because Lady Gaga is a singer, and you never thought she'd be this good of an actress, because I never really watched American Horror Story, her season and stuff, but I've seen a bit of performance. I saw her in Machete Kills, that's nothing that impressive, but she was excellent in this film. A character, again, she's the underdog story. She's this waitress who wants to, become a real singer, a true artist, and when she does, she becomes a commercial sellout. And yeah, it's almost like reminiscing of Lady Gaga's life within herself, and that's what makes it so interesting and so relatable to her, and that's probably why she gives such an excellent, sensational performance. I think these are the two performances that both deserve Oscar wins, not just nominations, and I think they're the ones that affected me the most, and that's why easily I think they're the best performances of 2018, in my opinion. So that was my top 10 favorite performances of 2018, again, in my opinion. So in the comment section below, please tell me, do you agree with this top 10 list? If not, give me you guys top 10 favorite acting performances in movies for this year of 2018. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please like, subscribe to the channel, and join the dark side.